Hello, my name is Sean, and I'll be doing a tutorial on tax returns. Excuse me here. So, this is tax returns. If you go right and left, you'll see each quarter and what each month is your turnovers and all your expenses for each quarter. And if you toggle this, you'll reach a submit button as well as a days till the deadline, which is a counter. So to first start off, we're going to calculate our gross turnover. What that is we take every number under the column turnover, so 9,276, 501, 4,509, 12,083, 9,276, and so on and so forth until you reach the end of the quarters, and basically take the sum of all those numbers, and that'll be your gross turnover. So in this instance, give me 1 second here. Boop. Okay, got that. Just scoot that over there. We want to have a look at this. Boop. I'm going to take this, drop it in there. Alright. So our gross turnover is going to be 98,807. So all you have to do is really take the sum of all that, and you should get it. Next, we have to calculate our gross expenses. Label as GE. So gross turnover is GT. I'm going to label gross expenses as GE. So gross expenses is the sum of all the numbers under the expenses column. So give me 1 second here. So my total expenses is 16,080. All right. Next, we gotta calculate our pension contributions, which is what we're going to use this little table here for. So to do that, we're going to look at all the indicators. So there's 3 lit and 1 unlit. No indicators, no. Lit indicators greater than unlit indicators? Yes, there's 3 lit and 1 unlit. So we're going to use 5% of the gross turnover. So all we have to do, let's get our handy dandy calculator. Give me 1 second here. There we go. Handy dandy calculator. So we're going to take in 98,807 times by our 5%, which is 0.05. Okay. And that comes around to 4,940.35. Now, please note that the HMRC don't concern themselves with pence. Therefore, all your calculations should be rounded down to the nearest pound. So we're only going to take the 4,940 portion of it, only the integer part of it. Next, we got to calculate our tax-free investment, which is we're going to use this Boolean Venn diagram. So this Boolean Venn diagram will point towards this little piece of paper that's to the side of your quarterly turnovers and expenses. So the first letter of the surname is between A and M. Yes, there's a C, so we're going to use the first one. Last letter of the NI number is A or C. Yes. The national insurance, so NI number refers to the national insurance number. So last one is C. And last digit of the payroll number is odd. No, it's a 2. So we're going to use the first 2, which is solid line and dotted lines. So we're going to use this and this. So we're going to use C. We're going to take that letter C and use it in this table, and we get our company, Barclays. Not important, but what's important is our investment, which is 478. Then we're going to take that number and multiply the investment by the number of unique port types on the bottom. So we already have like 4 indicators. There are 2 unique port types. So we're going to double that amount. So we take 478 times 2, and we get 956. And that is our tax-free investment. Finally, we gotta do our gross profit. It's going to equal our gross turnover minus the sum of our gross expenses, our pension contributions, and our tax-free investments. All right, so we're gonna take, okay, let's grab it here, 98807, that's right, minus 16080 minus 4940 minus 956, which gives us an amount of 76,831. Now, next thing we're going to do is calculate our tax-free allowance. So tax-free allowance starts at 11,850 under these glossary of terms. So the center figure for our tax-free allowance is going to equal 11,850. But then it's going to subtract this. This number is reduced by €1 for every €2 of the gross profit that's generated over 100,000 euros. So our gross profit is 76,831. No number is above 100,000. But if the gross profit was over 100,000, I would take gross profit minus 100,000 and then take that number and divide by 2 and round it down and then subtract that to our tax-free allowance of 11,850 if that was the case. So next up, we're going to have our income tax. So what I like to do first is calculate our taxable income. Our taxable income is equal to the gross profit that we have minus our tax-free allowance. So let's bring up our calculator again. So we got our 76,831 minus our 11,850 of tax allowance. And here we have our taxable income of 64,981. So what are we going to do with this taxable income? This taxable income is going to be rate at 3 different levels. Now, to explain this slightly, you're only going to tax the amount that is between those thresholds. So, of the 64,981 of the taxable income, we're going to only tax 20% of the 34,500 of that 64,981. And then we're going to tax the second part of 40%, that is if it lies between 34,501 and 138,500. Well, our value doesn't go above 138,500, so we don't have to worry about the additional rate, which is we're going to tax 45% of anything over 138,500. So let me put this in a different way. So we have 64,981. How much of that is between 1 and 34,500? Well, we can take the entire 34,500 because that's how much we can take away from it. So we're going to do that. See, calculator stuff here. 64,981 minus our 34500. And this is how much we're left over with it. 30,481. And then what we can do is we have our income tax. It's going to equal, since we have our entire 34500 or $34,500, we're going to tax all of that at 20%. So 34500 times 0.2, because that's how much we can actually take away from the 64,000. And then we're going to take the rest of the 30,481 and multiply it by 40%, which is 0.4. Because all of that lies within between the 34,501 and 138,500. At least the second threshold. Okay? So, we're going to take our, let's see, we'll take this and times it by our 40% rate, which is going to equal 12,192. Next, we're going to take our 34,500 and times it by our 20% rate. We get 6,900. And we're going to add these two, 12192, or 12,192, and which gives us an income tax of 19,092. All right, we got our income tax. Next part is getting our NIC, or National Insurance Contributions. First, what I like to do is get our taxable NIC. It was TNIC. This is going to equal our gross turnover minus our gross expenses. So we're going to take our 8,807 minus our 16,080. We get 82,727. Next, to calculate our NRC, between the value expenses of 8,424 and 46,350, we're going to tax that of 9% of the gross turnover with less expenses. And the rest is going to be times by 2%. So we're going to take our 8,424. Well, actually, we're going to take our taxable NIC, which is 8,2727. Okay, let's get rid of that. 8,727 minus our 8,424. This is going to leave us with 74,303. So I'm going to put this there, 7,303. Then we're going to take our 46,000 threshold, subtract that by our 8,424. This is going to leave us with 37,926. So we're going to take our 74,303 minus our 37,926, which gives us 36,000. So I'll just place that there. So 36,377. Just calculate that. Let's see, 74,303 minus our 37,926. Yep, okay. So after that, so anything that's between the threshold, so these are the two numbers that make 74,303. Would you agree? These two numbers added up makes this. So we're going to take this number, our first threshold, and this is going to be multiplied by our 9%, and then we're going to add that to whatever was left, which is our 36,000, 377 and times that by our 2%. Oh, and there goes a strike, which means we passed our deadline. And nothing else changes when we get a strike. Everything stays the same. So, we're going to take our 36,377 and multiply by our 2%. So, times that 0.02 equals of 727. Round it down. Then we're going to take our 37,920. 26 times our 0.09%, and we get 3,413. We take this number, add it to our 727 we got, and we get, let's see, yeah, that should be it, which should be 4,140. And then, final but not least, we gotta calculate our total tax bill. A total tax bill is going to be our income tax plus our NIC. So income tax is at a 19,092. We're going to add that to our 4,140, and we're left with this number. 23,232, or 23232. So we go back to this side. We're going to put in 23232 and submit it. And that is the solved module. Alright, we'll do just one more. Clear the screen here. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is calculate our gross turnover and gross expenses, but I'll do that real fast. So, let's see here. Take that. Right. So, our gross turnover is going to equal that, and our gross expenses is going to equal this. So we have 97,635 of gross turnover. Our gross expenses is 15,530. And is it me or is this timer growing? Yeah, it is. Interesting. So anyway, we're going to calculate our pension contribution. Our pension contribution, let's look at our lit indicators. There's one unlit, one zero lit, so there's more unlit than lit, so we're going to take 10% of our gross turnover. So 10% is about when you're basically multiplying this by 0.1 or dividing it by 10. So all I have to do is take this and divide it by 10. 9,763 is our pension contribution. Then we're going to look at our tax-free investments. So look at this. So we got a K, so that does fall under between A and M. We got A for the last number, so that does follow that. And we got a 2, so that's not odd, so it's going to be C again, and we have 478. So we take that 478 and multiply by unique port types, which is 0, which is going to be 0. Let me just look real fast. Give me a second here. Okay. Yes. Okay. So 0 times our 478 is 0 because we have no unique port types. So that's going to be a 0. And then we got to make our gross profit. So we're going to do our 97,635 minus our 15,530 minus our 9,763 which gives us 72,000. So 72,342. Okay. Next, we gotta calculate our tax-free allowance. So how many numbers is over 100,000 of our gross profit? None. So our starting base is at 11,850. So we don't have to reduce that. Then we're gonna look at our taxable income. Taxable income is going to be our gross profit minus our 11,850. That's going to be 60,492. So after that, our income tax is going to equal, well, obviously we gotta have to rate it on a 34,500, but it doesn't go over 138,000. So what we're going to do is we're gonna have the 6,900, which is the 20% of our 34,500. Then we're going to subtract our taxable income by the 34,500. That's 25,992, and times that by 40%, and that's going to leave us at 10,396. We take this number, add it to our 6,900, and that's going to give us 17,296. Okay, now we gotta calculate our taxable NIC, which is going to be our 97,635 minus our 15,530. It's going to be 82,105. So then our NIC is going to equal, well, we gotta do our 8,424. So we're going to take this and subtract by 8,424. This gives us 73,681. And since this was over the 46,350 threshold, we're going to take our 46,350, subtract it by the 8,424 threshold that we've already crossed before, and we're going to, let's see, is it 3413 is what I believe. So let me just copy this number. So 73681. Take our 46,350 minus our 8,424, times it by 0.09, which is our 9% value, and it's 3413. So 3413. So tell you what, we're going to take our 73,681, add our 8,424. I'm just going backwards here, nothing special. Or take our gross, or 7,635 minus our 15530, which also gives us that number. And we just subtract that by the entire of the 46,350. This leaves us with 35,000. We gotta take this 35,755 and rate it at 2%. We get 715. We're gonna take our 715 and add it to our 3,413. Okay, and then we get a total of 4,128. So our total tax bill is going to equal our income tax, which is 17,296, plus our NIC, which is 4,128. So we're going to add this to our 17,296. which comes out to 21,424. So let's toggle it. 21,424. And that's a solve module. So I'm going to blank this screen here for follow-up here. There we go. Give me 1 minute here. So I'll give you all the numbers that you're going to need, and of course all the edge work as well. The only thing you're going to need for edge work is the indicators and port types. So for edge work, I have 1 lit, 1 unlit, 0 ports, just 0 ports. Okay, I'm going to give you the turnover numbers. 14311, 10542, 12083, 13822, 4509, 14311, 8547, 9276, 4509, 10975, 13478, 5472, and that's it for turnovers. Expenses. So for expenses, I'll just tell you my total. My total expenses is 19033. And just in case you want to calculate the turnover, you can pause right now in 3, 2, 1. The gross turnover should be 121,835 or 121,835. All right, I'm about to give you the answer in 3, 2, 1. So your gross turnover is 121,835. Your total expenses is 19,033. I've contributed 18,275 to a 15% pension. So there should be a 15% pension because the number of lit indicators equals the number of unlit indicators. And our tax-free investments is 0 because there's no ports. So you can't multiply 81 by 0. So our gross profit right now is at 84,527. Our personal tax-free allowance is 11,850 since we never went over 100,000 in our gross profit. Our taxable income is 72,677. Then we must pay 6,900 in the basic rate tax at 20%, and we must pay 15,270 in the high rate at 40%. And since we never went over a certain amount of threshold, we never paid anything for the 45%. Your total income tax bill comes, well, that comes later. So you must pay 3,413 in national insurance at 9%. And since we went over the threshold, we're also going to pay an additional 1,129 in national insurance at 2%. So our national insurance bill comes out to 4,542. Take our income tax, which is our 22,170. Apparently that's the total amount of income tax. I read that wrong. And add that to our 4,542 of national insurance bill, and our total tax bill is 26,712. So we toggle this, we have, oh boy, 26,712. Submit it. And that's a song module. Hope all of you enjoyed this tutorial. And until then, keep talking and don't explode.